Hey everyone, welcome back to another AP Calculus video where today we're going to look at one type of related rates problem. This is called the ladder problem. And it goes like this. You have a ladder leaning against the wall, and this ladder has a fixed height. And as that ladder begins to slide one way, it changes its position, and the bottom and the top are going to be moving at potentially different rates at different points in time. And so the idea here is you want to draw a picture. With every related rates problem, we draw a picture, we write down what we know, we figure out what we want to know, we write an equation, and then we differentiate with respect to time before plugging in all of our information to try to solve for that unknown. So let's get started. Let's draw a little picture. So we have a wall, right? So here's our building, we have a floor, and then here's my ladder. So it's a 10-foot ladder, and I'm only going to write numbers that are fixed in my picture. If I'm given a specific distance or a length or something that's going to change over time, I want to make sure that I don't write that number in my picture. The only number that goes in are numbers that are not going to change. So this is my wall, this is my ground, and this is my ladder. So now the base of the ladder slides horizontally away. So this base is going to be going that direction. So I like to draw arrows, and it is going to move away from the wall at a rate of 2 feet per second. So I need to label this distance, and since it's a horizontal distance, I'm just going to label it x, which means I'm going to label this distance here y. So from the ground to wherever the top of the ladder is going to be the distance y. So what do I know? I know that dx dt is going to increase. It's going to increase at a rate of 2 feet per second. Anytime you're given any sort of rate, feet per second, something like that, that's a dx dt. So then it says when the base of the ladder is 8 feet, how fast is the top of the ladder sliding? So what we know, this is what we want. We want how fast is the top of the ladder sliding downward. We want dy dt when the base of the ladder is 8 feet from the wall, so when x equals 8. So now we kind of have some information. We are going to write an equation to relate all of our variables. And right off the bat, I see that this problem has a right triangle in it. And so this type of ladder problem and any type of problem that has a right triangle in it is going to be using the Pythagorean theorem. So let's write an equation using the Pythagorean theorem to relate all these variables. X squared plus y squared equals 10. Now, when I go to differentiate with respect to time, equals 10 squared. When I go to differentiate with respect to time, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to have an x in my problem, I'm going to have a y in my problem. So I always, before I even get started, I go back to what I know, what I'm given, what I want, and look to see, am I missing any information? So I have a dx dt, I want a dy dt, so that should be the only thing left. I'm given a value for x, but I'm not given a value for y. And if you think ahead a little bit, when we do this derivative, we're going to have a 2y dy dt. I need something to plug in for y. And you might think to yourself, well, I don't have enough information. But always remember that last little bit of info is always hidden somewhere in the problem. And if we know we have an equation relating x and y, and if you know what x is, you can figure out what y is. Because if x is 8, using x squared plus y squared equals 100, you're going to get what y is. You're going to find very quickly that y is 6. So we actually do know y. It's just hidden in my information. So now I have everything I need. I'm going to go ahead and differentiate my Pythagorean identity, my Pythagorean theorem here with respect to time. So here we go. 2x dx dt plus 2y dy dt equals 0. So I've differentiated with respect to time. Now I'm going to plug all my information in. So I'm told I know what x and y are, 8 and 6 respectively. So I'm going to plug those in. 2 times 8. I know what dx dt is. It's given to me right here. So this is dx dt. So I'm going to put that in. Plus 2 times y dy dt. If when I plug everything in, the only thing remaining is the thing I want to find, then I know I've covered all my bases and I'm ready to go. But if you ever find yourself with a remaining piece of information, you need to back up and look at your picture and ask yourself, what did I miss? So here we go. We've got 4. This is going to be 32 plus 12 dy dt. And when we subtract everything, we're going to get negative 32 over 12, or negative 16 over 6, or negative 8 over 3. There we go. So negative 8/3 feet. Let's make sure we get our units right? So feet per second. And notice it's negative, which means in a problem like this, the value should be getting smaller. So if I go and I look at my picture, I want to make sure that the answer I get makes sense. So I'm going to look right here at this. I want to know how fast this distance here is changing. And as the ladder falls down, it should be decreasing, which means our rate of change is going to be negative. A negative rate of change indicates a decreasing amount. So the fact that this is negative is reassuring and tells me that I've done my work and I'm more than likely going to be correct in my answer. So this has been the ladder problem. It's a triangle, a right triangle using the Pythagorean Theorem. There are lots of these. They may not involve ladders, but if it involves a Pythagorean theorem or a right triangle, this will be your basic approach. And my encouragement, as always, to you is that yes, these problems can feel challenging, especially in the beginning, but the more you do them, the more familiar you get, the more comfortable you'll be with finding the information and doing the process. So keep at it. You can do this. You've got this.